Hello everyone, this is the Sports Spiral, and in today's video I'm going to review the final week of the NFL regular season, and then I'm going to pick the 6 wildcard games that we have this weekend. So I'm just going to get right into it. I was 8-8 in the final week of the regular season, and on the season I'm 176-96. So it wasn't the best week for me as far as my picks went. But here are the results. The Chiefs got it done versus the Broncos, 28-24. Dallas put up a lot of points against the Eagles, 51-26. I know it says 28 for the Jaguars, but the Jaguars actually won 26-11 versus the Colts in a big upset game, keeping the Colts out of the playoff. And so, yeah, the Jaguars got it done there with a big upset. Trevor Lawrence looked a lot better in that one. And then the Bengals fell to the Browns 21-16, but the Bengals are still in the playoffs. The Packers, they lost 37-30 to the Lions, but the Packers are still in the playoffs. And then Washington, they beat the Giants 22-7. The Vikings, they won 31-17. Neither of those teams are in the playoffs, though. And then I have this flip-flop, sorry about that, but Pittsburgh won in this one 16-13 in overtime. So Pittsburgh is in. The next game will probably be Roethlisberger's last. But yeah, they are in the playoffs. And then the Titans, they held off the Texans 28-25. The Saints won 30-20 over the Falcons, but the Saints, I don't believe they're in the playoffs yet. They are not. And then the Bills got done versus the Jets. The 49ers upset the Rams to get in the playoffs. Both of those teams are in the playoffs. And in fact, 3 of the 4 teams in that division are in the playoff. And then the Dolphins, they won 33-24 over New England, but the Patriots are still in. Cardinals lost 30-38 versus the Seahawks, but the Cardinals are still in. And then the Buccaneers won big over the Panthers, 41-17. And then in a thrilling finale to the regular season, where if there's a tie, I think both of these teams will win. And also, if there's a tie, I think that would have kept the Steelers out of the playoff. But it was very close to coming to be a tie. But Chargers coach Staley kind of whiffed it there. He could have taken the tie to get in there, but he did not, and they lost in overtime 35-32. So the Raiders are in, the Chargers are out. That's a win and in situation there. So now moving on to the wild card picks here. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow has made them look pretty good this year. They have some good receivers, pretty good running back with Mixon. The Raiders, it's kind of been an underdog story for them with all the stuff they've been going through with the head coaching and all that stuff. So, yeah, they've played well, but I do have the Bengals here 32-28. And then in a tightly contested series between these two teams, the Bills and the Patriots. These teams have been kind of going at each other in the AFC East, but I do have the Bills and Josh Allen getting this one done 25-22. I just think Josh Allen's experience, he is more experienced than Mac Jones, so I think that gets the Patriots, not the Patriots, the Bills the win. And then the Buccaneers, they took on the Eagles earlier this year and won pretty comfortably by about 10 points. So I've got them by about the same margin now, 31-21. I know the Eagles are pretty good, but the Buccaneers are still better. And then the Cowboys, They have looked pretty good, but the 49ers, nobody's really talked about the 49ers too much, but they've looked good. They could upset the Cowboys, maybe catch them off guard. There's a chance, but I do have the Cowboys here 34-27. And then the Chiefs, they went against the Steelers earlier and blew them out like 36-10. Probably won't be as much. This will be Ben Roethlisberger's last game, most likely. I have the Chiefs in this one, 35-18. And then in a matchup between two teams of the same division, we have the Rams and the Cardinals. I do have the Rams in that one, 34-31 over the Cardinals in what should be a fantastic game between those two heavyweights. So that is going to do it for today's video. Please make sure to subscribe and like. And this is the Sports Spiral. Bye.